Okay, so I'm going to get you to cast your mind back to October 13th of 2020, and your first thought is probably going to be we were all in lockdown and the world was shut down. But what I'm talking about is the Apple event that saw the introduction of the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. This was a complete redesign of the iPhone at the time. It brought back the sharp edges that made the iPhone 4 and 5 so popular. But one interesting thing that they added to the phone was MagSafe. MagSafe was originally on MacBooks, and it was kind of like a safety feature whereby if you tripped up over the charging cable, which was connected via magnets, it would just snap off and the laptop would be fine, rather than a traditional charger where if you tripped up over it, it would kind of drag the laptop down and smash it. But the introduction of MagSafe on the iPhone was slightly different. It was mainly a convenience feature for wireless charging. If you've ever used a normal wireless charger, you'll know that you have to kind of move the phone around a little bit to find the sweet spot and get the coils to match up to charge the phone. Well, MagSafe was brought in to kind of get rid of this issue. It would just snap onto the charger instantly and you know your phone is charging. But with MagSafe, Apple also introduced some accessories, and the main one being the MagSafe wallet, which, as you can tell from the title, I have it here. So I remember at the time watching that keynote thinking to myself, as a long-time Samsung user, that wallet is just a stupid product and no one's going to buy it. It's tiny, it provides no real value, it only holds 3 cards, that's not enough. And yeah, I had all those thoughts, but that was me outside the Apple ecosystem thinking that. So then fast forward a year, I find myself buying the iPhone 13 Pro after years of using Samsung, and I finally got to use MagSafe, and I saw the benefits of using it for their wireless charging system, but I still saw no real benefit of using the MagSafe wallet. So then over the next year, I kind of thought to myself, I don't actually need to carry this with me all the time. I don't need that. I pay for everything with my phone using Apple Pay, so I don't need my bank cards with me. And I'd actually whittled it down to 3 cards that I need to take around with me all the time. And the light bulb went off. Apple have got me again. So I got myself a MagSafe wallet in the midnight colorway, and I love it. I've been using it for a few weeks now, and it's a really great product. So as I said, this can carry a maximum of 3 cards in it. If you're someone that needs to carry around more, it's just not going to work for you. And to be honest, you wouldn't really want it to, because the phone is already chunky enough, and slapping 5 and 6 cards to the back of the phone would just make it very uncomfortable. The whole point is to be sleek and minimal. Also, I found that it's actually more comfortable to hold the phone when you have the MagSafe wallet on it. It just kind of fills the gap behind the phone and makes it a little bit more ergonomic. At the same time, it has no impact on being able to actually use the phone with your thumb. So at the start, it can be quite hard to slide the cards out of the wallet, and I think that's just down to it being brand new and the leather needs to stretch a bit. After using it for a few weeks, it's really easy to slide them out. So obviously this is a MagSafe accessory, and one of the main questions is going to be, how good are the magnets? And my answer to that is pretty good. From my experience over the past few weeks using it every day, it's never fallen off or slipped off accidentally. It is magnets at the end of the day, so a little tap either side will cause it to fall off, but as I said, it hasn't happened accidentally. Also, I have noticed that to make the magnets as strong as possible, it's good to use a MagSafe case. I have the silicone case here from Apple, and maybe it's because the magnets are in the case along with the wallet and the phone, it's much stronger, or the fact that it's a silicone case, it has a bit of grip on it and creates a bit of friction, but yeah, it seems to be much stronger when I have the case on it. That's not to say it doesn't work with just the phone and the wallet. I've just found it a little bit stronger with the case on. I've also found myself carrying the wallet separate to my phone a good bit. It's really small and minimal, so it fits into your pocket really nicely and you hardly even notice it. And then I just attach it to my phone when it's convenient. So this accessory came out with the iPhone 12, but they did update it last year with the 13 Pro to include a Find My feature. This is a nice to have feature, but I wouldn't go upgrading from the original one, to be honest. It's nothing like the AirTag where that's its own device. The way it works is the wallet kind of has to be stuck to the back of the phone, and then it will sync up with Find My. And then if you take the wallet off your phone, Find My will show the last location that it was attached to your phone. So if you get robbed, or you leave it in a taxi, or you leave it on a bus, you'll only be able to see the last location that it was attached to the phone. You won't be able to actually track it down like the AirTag. It's more for if you've just lost it at home or work and just need a reminder as to where you left it last. In fairness, it's so slim, I'm not sure how they would fit a tracker in it, but knowing Apple, they'll probably do that with the next iteration, and then it probably is something worth upgrading to. Overall, I'm really happy with this wallet. Again, it's only for someone who needs to carry around 2, maximum 3 cards, and then is happy to have the rest of them on their phone in their Apple Wallet. So I've kind of seen this from both sides. Originally as a Samsung user, I thought this was a really stupid product, but now that I've been sucked into the whole Apple ecosystem, it's just another thing that makes using their products really good. I think it's a really good purchase. It looks good, it feels great, and it's made with premium materials, so you know it's going to last a long time. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.